On today's episode of the pod, Mario Lopez versus Tom Hardy. We finally throw the gauntlet down and call these two men out. Make this happen, boys.
She's really good with the ones and twos.
This holiday season, when you're at your work functions and your family gatherings, how are you going to tell who trains jiu-jitsu? Don't worry, they'll fucking tell you.
Why would you do that, you fucking idiot?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the pod. It is episode 114 of the BJJ Balance podcast. My name is Kenny, and I'm here today with my co-host, Matt, Mr. Oats Nation himself. What's going on, bro?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What's up, guys? Kenny, I've had a crazy Clark Griswold style
Really?
4 days. I go hard on Christmas. Well, pause. I really enjoy Christmas. Okay. And Christmas is what is my favorite time of year. We've talked about that a couple episodes back, why it's the best time of year, but I just love everything about it. So I really go off with the Christmas decorations, and I have a little giant ladder. If you don't know what a little giant, not a sponsor, ladder is, you can buy these at Home Depot. And they go way high. And because I have like a 40-foot pitch on my house. And for the last 4 or 5 years, max limit weight on that thing, 300 pounds. For the last 4 or 5 years, your boy's been climbing up that ladder at around 270, 285. So that ladder is like, God, I can't take this much longer. You know, and I'm like max weighting it. And it's a pretty sketchy climb. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to finally do it. And I bought the Forever Lights. I said, this is going to be my last time going up that fucking ladder. So I get the Forever Lights. I'm not an idiot. I test them in the garage. I download the app. I test them in the garage. They all work. They're all synced. Everything's good. So then I go and I plug them up and I start putting them on my house. And I was like, you know what? Usually Matt half-asses shit. Okay. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm not just going to rely on the tape. I'm going to tape and staple to make sure this shit is tits. You're never going to go on this ladder again. It looks like a professional. Looks like someone I just picked up at the Home Depot and did this. It looks beautiful. I spent 3 hours streaming immaculate roof. And then I go in the house. I'm like, kids, honey, Crawley, you piece of shit. Come on out. Let's fucking watch Daddy turn on these Forever Lights. They dance, they do music, they freaking anything you want, any season. Nothing. Hold on. Let's try that again. Nothing. I go, okay, let's just set the circuit breaker. Shut all the power off in the house. Reset all the fucking clocks. Try it again. Nothing. I'm like, right now I'm pissed. Okay. Inside, I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? And I'm thinking, like, deep down, I know that I accidentally fuck up one of these wires with a staple. Deep down in my head, I'm thinking, I did, didn't I? And I'm like, well, maybe the connections are wrong. So I start going up to each, like, separate like 50 feet, you know? Right. And I start messing with them. And one of them turns on. I'm like, oh, honey, is it the other side? Nope, nothing. And I'm just fucking, as I go up there and I realize, okay, these are fucked and I got to take these back. So I climb my ass up there, do another 3-hour job of taking them down. I realize that the staples, I did not fuck up on the staples, guys. I did not staple one on accident. I did that great. The staples were too fucking strong that they were piercing the wires.
Oh, just from going
in. They were just too intense. And I'm like, yeah, man.
My staple gun has an adjuster on the back where I can choose the depth.
But mine doesn't, Kenny. Okay, mine doesn't. But I bought mine day of at Home Depot. Okay? All right, mine doesn't. All right, and so now I took them all down, and then I realized my windows are down on my truck, and I'm like, why are my windows down on my truck? And My wife said, we got to go to our first Thanksgiving disco. And I'm like, I don't even want to go anymore. I was like, I'm done. I hate Christmas. I was Scrooging it. I go to start my truck. My truck's dead. It was a horrible day. Okay. Horrible day. The new lights. I got everything up in my house, but the lights that go on the roof, those come today. I will be putting those up tomorrow. So I've actually went up this house equivalent of 7 more years. I did the math. Up and down, up and down, up and down. For forever lights, but they're like, yeah, we'll give you forever lights, but you're going to do 7 years of lights work. Going up and down these.
And watch the lights make it 6.
Oh, dude. Yeah. And then I didn't get my money's worth. It's like when you buy a fucking pass at Disneyland. Like, I got to go at least 8 times to get my money's worth. I got to get my money's worth. Didn't work. It's all good. I got some cool shit though. Blackside Customs sent me this cool ass knife. They saw my video with the blue chew and the gun, and they're like, "We want to send you something cool." That was cool. Shout out Blackside Customs. Give them a follow on Instagram. A lot of cool shit. Shout out to that guy. And I Black Friday 7 a.m. got the Black Cat Jordan 4s, retro 4s.
Did you?
I got them. Hit them. In the cart, bam. And so those are coming on the 8th. So there was some good stuff, but there was some, those fucking lights. What about you, Kenny? You got your lights up?
No, I'm going to do them probably this week or next weekend. This was just too busy of a weekend to do them. I had woke up yesterday, did breakfast with the kid, immediately drove up to Chino Hills, picked up a new gun. By the time I came back, and
let's see it. You got the new gun on you. Let's see this bad boy. I know you got it. I know you got that thing on you at all times. Kenny's always got that thing on him. This is going to be so good for that tactical gear photo, dude.
Oh, you guys in the tactical gear photo that's never gonna make it to the internet.
I have one, bro. Of
you
in tactical.
You have it.
I want to post it, Kenny.
Yeah, not without my permission, brother. Staccato
hit me
HD
up.
C
Hit me up.
3.6.
Buy a shirt. I will send you a photo of Kenny in there.
He's gonna print them out and put them in every order.
In the mailers.
Staccato HDP or HDC 3.6. And then I did a little. I'll show you. Oh, I guess I don't. Mags. They're Glock 19 mags, so they're flush fit 15 round mags, but I have larger hands, so like
big dick.
My pinky hangs off the end of the gun. So I got the Glock 17 mags for the gun, and then this little filler piece from Cuvio Tactical. So it gives me a fuller grip on it.
Man, one of these people should just sponsor you, don't you think?
Right? Yeah, Cuvio. I've bought enough of your holsters.
Cuvio. Come on.
And Trigicon RMR HD, and then a Surefire XC3 light. Yeah, but this is going to be my new carry. I'm going to go shoot it probably sometime this week, maybe after work. And then I will get that added to my carry permit. And then we got something. I got one of these for you too. Shout out to Gorilla Gear.
Oh, yeah.
They sent us the Pressure Range Supreme tee.
Sick.
So I got one of those for you too. I just need to get it over to you.
Sounds good. We got a lot of stuff, a lot of free stuff. Stuff's coming in.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, it's all good.
We got something in the works too. That we're hoping to bring to you guys. A little partnership deal.
Yep, that we want. He would like us to connect with him this week sometime. I said I was going to look at your schedule, cool, and we could meet up or talk through by call or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, Matt goes, "You got anything? I don't. What are we going to talk about? You got anything to talk about?" And I said, "Yes, I do." And I didn't tell him what that was, but I just got to plug this in real quick, and then
I have no idea what's about to happen right now.
No. Okay, so. I don't know. I don't know what possessed me to go this route. Hey guys, jiu-jitsu's not a fucking personality. like you don't need to make it your everything. Like some people, jiu-jitsu is their life. And what I mean by that is guys that own schools, guys that are competitive athletes, guys that literally live, eat, and breathe this shit day in and day out. We got to stop treating jiu-jitsu like it's a cult. We got to stop treating jiu-jitsu like it's CrossFit. We got to stop treating jiu-jitsu like you're fucking vegan. Nobody needs to know. Check this out. I do jiu-jitsu. Been doing jiu-jitsu for almost 6 years now. I have a fucking jiu-jitsu podcast. Guess what I don't talk about to strangers? Guess what almost nobody at my work knows about me? That I fucking do jiu-jitsu or that I have a jiu-jitsu podcast. Why? If I feel like it's something you need to know, I'll tell you. But it's not like too many people treat jiu-jitsu, especially it's holidays. You get together with family, with friends. You got the guy like it's not everybody. It's guys in their 40s, man. Guys in their 40s want so bad to be something that they fucking take whatever hobby they get into, be it archery or cycling or fucking CrossFit or
whatever Rogan's into.
Yes. Look, I love Rogan. I've been a fan for a long time. I will say that there's a big part of why jiu-jitsu is because of the way that Rogan speaks about jiu-jitsu, about like the way he's able to like put into words certain things that he's really passionate about is really inspirational. But we got to stop this shit. It's fucking annoying. And I'm speaking on behalf of myself and all the people that don't do jiu-jitsu that are sick of hearing you guys talk about it like it's going to change everybody's life. There's a thing that Matt said in the past, and it's something I quote often because it resonates so well. Jiu-jitsu is for anyone, but it's not for everyone. So stop trying to shove it down people's throat. It's fucking annoying. It's that, you know, the joke. It's like, well, how do you know if someone does CrossFit? Oh, don't worry. They'll tell you. That's how jiu-jitsu is now. How do you know someone does jiu-jitsu? Oh, they'll fucking tell you. They'll tell you.
I'm gonna be your guys' hero right now. You guys are just mad at Kenny right now. Everybody who's just mad, everybody who's just pissed off.
No, don't good cop this motherfucker.
Hey, everybody who's just pissed off at Kenny on the radio right now listening. I'm with you guys. You know what? Because guess what? You are 40. All right. You're 40 years old. You don't play sports no more. You go to work every day and you finally found something. You finally found something that fucking makes you feel like you're living, something that's yours, not your wife's. You're not your kids, something that you do, something that you're proud to be. And you're proud of tape and you're proud of jiu-jitsu. And you're like, my body's never been feeling worse. My body feels like shit. I'm hurting all the time. But this is so great. And you just want to tell your friends how great it is.
It is great. It is great. It's great. That's why I keep doing it. I fucking love this shit, guys. But you don't have to tell everybody. You don't have to tell everybody. You don't. The shirt that we made, introverted but willing to discuss jiu-jitsu. I used to think that was me, and it's like, I guess it is. What the premise of that shirt is if somebody else brings jiu-jitsu up, and I happen to be in earshot, like, I'll be, you know, kind of whip my head around and I'll wait for him to say something that I can, and maybe the conversation, definitely not always is it okay to just eavesdrop and fucking interject your way into other people's conversations, but maybe, just maybe, somebody says something about something that I have a connection to, or a person I know, or something like if I was at somewhere and somebody was having a conversation and they're like, oh, the Oast Nation guy, and I'm like, huh? You know, like, that's my boy, you know, like, yeah. And if they said something, whether it be like, maybe they just misspoke, maybe they're not even shit talking, they just misspoke, they're just like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, you know, he's a black belt out in LA. He's like, actually, no, he's a black belt locally. You know what I mean? Like, I'd say something like that. Like, I would interject at that point in time. But like, there's a time and a place, and there's definitely,
I think you're just coming into a time where you're being branded in a community, Kenny. And when the community accepts you, you can't fucking say, stop accepting me, community. Okay? All right? We are in the jiu-jitsu community. If you're hanging out with Shaq, someone's going to talk about basketball, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like...
I feel like Shaq gets tired of people talking about basketball.
He probably does, but guess what? This is him. This is what he is. This is his life's work. It's what he specializes in.
Here's another example that I don't know if you guys know this. Shaq is a fucking DJ, and he's running around and he's playing music festivals, and Shaq plays dubstep, or bass music, but specifically the genre of dubstep and other little subgenres that offshoot of that. That's his thing right now. Shaq is all about the music. He's fucking diving head first into that shit. I guess Shaq's been a DJ since he was like in, I want to say high school or college or something like that. It's always been a passion of his. But I guarantee you, if you met Shaq right now and you wanted to talk any subject and you fucking said, and you started talking DJing to Shaq would be more interested in discussing that with you than he would basketball.
Possibly.
He'd be like, God damn, my whole fucking life I've been talking basketball. Like what he's into now is his music. And if you were to talk music with him, he'd probably be like, fuck
Shaq's a doctor, Shaq's a cop, Shaq's all these different things.
Bro, Shaq is all the different. Shaq is fucking.
And why does he get good at all these different things? Because he just wants to accomplish goals, or because he's trying to like break the identity of basketball? I don't know. He's one of the coolest dudes ever. He's probably the coolest athlete ever. He buys kids bikes and stuff. Like, he's like the best.
He is the best. Shaq is one of the best public figures in my.
If I saw Shaq in public, I would not be afraid to go up to him like, Shaq.
Right.
I wouldn't have to worry him being Jordan me. You know what I
mean? Right. You know, I was watching something. It wasn't about Shaq specifically. It was another NBA player that's a current player. I'm not sure who his name is. Maybe Kevin Durant or something like that. Okay. And it was like a video, and it was like a kid, Jordan getting out of a car, and a kid asking him for an autograph, and he basically just like shuns him. And then LeBron getting out of a car and doing the same thing, and the kid shuns him, or LeBron shuns the kid. And he's like, come on, man, not right now, you know. I get it. Look, if you're one of the biggest fucking athlete superstars in the world, like it's probably, you know, a tedious, daunting task to constantly.
Well, if you got to be somewhere in like 5 minutes, you're like, dude, I get one autograph, I got to do 9.
But whatever athlete they were talking about, it's probably in my fucking YouTube search history.
Look, I think that like, and to that, sometimes these players like Jordan signed by Nike or Upper Deck. And apparently, he can't sign autographs, or he can't sign stuff without Upper Deck's permission.
No shit,
or something like that. So there's something where he can't. They do his autograph signings or something. So he has got deals and shit. So that could be part of it. I heard that could be bro science. I don't know. But a picture wouldn't hurt. You know what I mean? You have to sign something.
Kyrie
Irving. Yep.
Okay. So they were interviewing him or whatever. It was like somebody following with a camera, and they're just like, you signed a lot of autographs today. And he's like, yeah. He goes, I've been a kid that wanted autographs, and I've also been told no. And he goes, it doesn't take a lot out of me to do it. So he goes, whenever somebody asks me, I give it to them. Like, no questions asked. You know what I mean? I sign the autograph, and I try to like make their day. And they're like, do you have any idea how many autographs you sign right now? And he's like, I don't know, 40, 50. And they're like, it was like something ridiculous, dude, like 490 autographs he signed. And he processed 1/10 of that. Like, that's how he was willing to take that much time to do it. And stuff like that, I look at it, I'm like, God, that's fucking cool, dude. Like, not that we'll ever reach that like stratosphere of like fame, but like,
I feel like I found my thing. I as a UPS guy, as a basketball player, as a sports fanatic, as the funniest guy always in the locker room, as whatever I was, as a pleasure to have in class but talks too much. I feel like I found my thing. I found my thing in social media. I found my niche in jiu-jitsu. I'm not a GOAT by any means when it comes to skill level, but I feel like I found my niche. I found what I'm good at. Now, if someone wants to talk jiu-jitsu with me, that's my thing. I'm passionate about it. I could do these podcasts. I could do people's podcasts. I could be on people's podcasts. I could make memes. I could, whatever I do all day long. I don't get tired. I don't ever miss training classes on Mondays and Wednesdays. I don't ever miss going to class. I'll call them to work real fucking fast though. You know what I mean? Like, because I love it. I love everything about it. So people that are obsessed with it, people are just like, and they're just experiencing it for the first time, like how great it is making friends or whatever jiu-jitsu has brought into your life. I get it, man. I get why people get obsessed with their new hobbies, whether it's, and I'm sure it's the same with CrossFit, and I'm sure it's the same with running or whatever you decide to do. So I'm kind of on the other side, Kenny. I can see why it'd be like, man, another question about jiu-jitsu, but I'm here for it. Like I can't talk about it enough. It's my thing.
I get what you're saying. It's a difference between there is a difference between somebody asking you about jiu-jitsu or maybe your hobbies or something like that and then divulging it, or other people just like some people literally shove that shit down your throat. They're just like, I'm going to tell you that I do jiu-jitsu and you're going to listen. You're like, God damn it, dude. So that's
I get what I can say I get to that a little bit is people send me jiu-jitsu memes.
Okay. Yeah.
Over and over. I get hundreds of memes sent to me. And to me, like I've said many times, I'm so engulfed in memes.
Right.
And I don't like to see other people's stuff, even though I support all the other good pages. I don't want to steal their ideas. So I kind of try to keep my own mind free from my own memes. I don't want anybody to be like, they stole that from O's Nation, stole that from this. If we did, it's legit. We just had the same thought process on the meme, but I really don't like to steal. So when people overflow me with jiu-jitsu memes, I can see like, oh man, like if it's a jiu-jitsu, like, hey man, hey professor, I'm having this issue. Oh, I love those. But if it's like a purple belt meme that wasn't mine, I'd be like, I just kind of like, oh cool. Like I like it and just keep it moving. So I can see how that could be kind of like daunting at times, but I'm here for it.
Do people ever send you your own memes?
Yes, all the time. People send me my own shit all the time. I'm like, yeah, it's mine. All the time. I swear. All the time. I'm like, they'll send me a meme. It says O's Nation and the little thing. I'm like, yeah, I'll laugh. Like, that's funny. I'm like, are you sending it because are you reassuring me that you liked it? Or are you sharing
because you think it's funny and you think I'll think it's funny too? And
you think that I'll like it? I'm like, yeah, look, it's got my name on it. Whatever, dude. Whatever, man.
It's like somebody showing Jordan a pair of Jordans. These shoes are dope as fuck.
Fuck yeah, they are. Yeah, it's mine. Exactly. It's the same thing. It's like fucking. Who's a better DJ, Shaq or Carter Cruise?
I don't even know who Carter Cruise is, so I'm gonna say Shaq.
They both had great skills on their other jobs, and now they're both doing DJs apparently.
Shaq
she's literally
hosting music festivals.
Hey, both her jobs was on the fucking ones and twos, dude. Both her jobs. Hey, no kids in the car, guys. Go ahead, Google Carter Cruise. Kenny, go ahead. You can do it right now if you want. You'll be like, oh, I know Carter Cruise. She's a DJ now, I guess. Yeah, shout out Carter Cruise. Shout out Shaq. Repost it. That'd be cool.
C-U-R-A, like Cruise is in Tom Cruise or C-U-R-Z?
C-R-U-I-S-E or something like that. I don't fucking know.
I have no idea who that is, dude. But it does come up as American DJ and record producer.
No. Go images.
Oh, and actress.
And actress. Yes, she is an actress.
No, I have no idea who this is.
Yeah, shout out Carter Cruise.
Shaq throws like massive music festivals. Like throws.
So does she. She's huge. DJ now.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah, she's crazy, man. She's fucking.
I know he's been doing it for a long time. I know like there's videos of him in college when he was like in college, like in the dorms and shit like that.
And I didn't know who she was till I knew she was a DJ first, okay? And then Bert Kreischer said like, I don't even look at her old videos. And I'm like, what do you mean her old videos? And then I was like, oh. She had a job. She had a job before she was a DJ. So that was, it's not because I'm a fanboying out like she made this shit. I'm so proud of her. No, I don't know what she did before. Okay. But work is work. That's why I say one neck at a time, baby.
So there's different kinds of DJs. There's guys that are like, they call it, oh my God, like multi-format. It's essentially like you're like a nightclub DJ or like a wedding DJ, right? Then there's specialist DJs that like specialize in certain genres that are like maybe also producers and like they only stick to one type of music. Then there's DJs that are scratch DJs. Those are called turntablists. And the reason I'm bringing all this together is when you are scratching a lot, you need friction on your hands to the record. And sometimes your hands will dry out, so they won't grip the record the way that they should. So you'll see a lot of scratch DJs in the middle of their routines where they'll lick the tip of their fingers so that there's moisture on their fingers and go back. So if
I've seen her do that many times. Yeah, she licks fingers a lot. Yeah, dude, she made a great. It was a good transition for her. Really, it was. Both careers like fit perfectly. It's like a pickleball player, a tennis player becoming a pickleball player, basically.
DJ Daniels.
Yeah. Why? You used to be DJ. Why this? Why the one? Why this, Kenny?
Okay, so when you are playing, whatever the crowd hears, you're going to have a monitor in the DJ booth. That is what everybody's hearing. And then when you are your headphones, that's your cue. So that's whatever's coming in next, the next record. So nobody else can hear it. So the reason you have one ear on and one ear off is you're listening to what everybody else can hear coming through the monitor that's in the DJ booth. And then you're listening to what's queued up in here, and you're matching the speed of the beat.
And we don't just have one headphone. You can't just put like one earbud in.
It depends. So the headphone, some guys do use like in-ear monitors, but it's pretty rare. A lot of guys, especially when it comes to like electronic music, the music is going to be a broad range of frequencies. So there's the very specific headphones that they're wearing are going to have like cover a wide spectrum of. They're going to cover more of a spectrum than like what your consumer grade or your Beats or whatever would cover. So the inner monitors don't have that frequency range. So if you're really trying to like blend two songs together like in a really seamless, flawless manner where you're not just matching the beats, but you're mixing in the same key. You want to make sure that you're dropping certain frequencies so that the frequencies aren't overlapping each other from the two songs, and then it gets muddy and sounds like the songs are stepping on one another. So you cut frequencies out, and that's why you want the specific DJ headphones, because they're going to cover that broad range, and you can actually make sure that you're cutting the right frequencies out and hear how muddy that mix is going to be before.
Do you miss doing that?
Sometimes. I miss playing records. I miss actually DJing. I don't miss the politics of the scene. I don't miss being out. I don't miss the late nights. There's time when I was at one point in time, my last stint in DJing, I've had like a couple stints in DJing, but the last stint in DJing I had where I had this club residency, and when I would leave and like pack all my gear, get it all in the car, and then head home, like I wouldn't be leaving the club till 3:30 or 4 in the morning. And that's not partying afterwards or anything.
And you've sold all that, or you still own it?
I sold all that. I have a bunch of my records still. Because those hold like a sentimental value, because it wasn't like I was just buying music off of iTunes or whatever fucking, Beatport or whatever DJ service people are using now. I went to record stores all over the place. You know what I mean? Like, when I was traveling, I've been to record stores on the East Coast and in Texas, when I lived in Arizona and LA and San Diego and San Francisco and just all over the fucking place. So a lot of these records, there's a certain sentimental value, or I've got them from other DJs that maybe they're the guy that made the record. It's their song they produced or whatever. So it's like there's sentimental value in those. And I don't have all the records I used to have. I used to have thousands. I probably have 400 or 500 records left. But what I've kept on to is like a real specific genre that I'm like really like.
I'm saying when we get to like 20,000 views per episode, when we're like averaging that, and we throw our first annual BJJ Balance hangout / party, we gotta get Kenny up there fucking just DJing.
I would do like a 30-minute to an hour set or something like that.
That'd be sick, dude.
Yeah, I could do that. But I have this down here. Yeah, I do. For when I like to fuck around still, I have this little DJ controller. This is like literally entry level Pioneer DJ controller. I think this thing's like $300 or something like that. But it gets the job. It scratches the itch. You know what I mean? Like I can't do everything with that I could with like a set of turntables or anything like that, but I can mix music with it and have fun. So
very cool. Very cool.
I have that just to.
Now, jiu-jitsu people keep jiu-jitsuing, okay? Keep talking. Don't listen to this fucking handlebar, cranky old, get off my lawn mustache guy.
I am the fucking get off my lawn.
We love it. Jiu-jitsu is what we do. That's what we love to do.
Yeah, no, talk jiu-jitsu to the people that want to talk jiu-jitsu, but stop fucking telling everybody.
Why?
No.
But you're so good at it. Is what your new thing is, dude. It's your new thing. If you're in the cars, car guys got a new car, they want to talk cars.
I
think it's just nature.
Check this out. Check this out. As a guy that literally has worked in the
The
automotive
dude with the
industry for almost
hog at the
20
party
years.
always pulls his piece out, dude. Some way. I'm skinny dipping. We know why, bro. Because you got a fucking unit on you.
It's fucking cheap advertisement.
It is all it is, dude. Fucking root it up, dude.
You know what? Matt doesn't do a lot of no-gi.
I do it every week.
Yeah, but he doesn't. Would you say you love no-gi? Would you say
I'm not a fan of no-gi? No,
okay,
not a fan.
So you're dealing with guys that are wearing belts as a white belt.
Yeah,
no-gi guys will talk jiu-jitsu like they. I get it. I have an obsessive personality, guys, too. When you get obsessed with something, you watch everything that you can. You know what I mean? And you're just like, it's like a thing to like, how many moves can I know the name of quickly, you know? Because if I sound like I know a lot.
People think I'm dangerous.
Yeah, that's what it is. And it's like, so there's a lot, and I'm going to say it right now, it's going to be more guys that are in the no-gi set. And then I'm not trying to bag on no-gi guys right here, guys. I love no-gi. I love no-gi.
Your verbiage can disguise your skill level.
Yes. And if you don't have a belt and no photos in belt because you're always in a fucking no-gi kit, then nobody knows that you're a white belt that moves goofy as fuck. And yeah.
So, you can buy. I used to
mad.
think back in the day before Level Black really took off, I used to think you had to be black belt to buy it.
Oh, really?
How would they vet that? I'm a fucking idiot. That's how much of an idiot I am. And what kind of dumb marketing? What kind of dumb marketing would that be? Like, you can't buy it unless. Oh, let me send me your picture of your IBJJF card, and I'll send you a kit. Could you imagine?
Yeah, we're only going to sell the 2% of the jiu-jitsu.
We're not selling any fucking gear. No shit. I used to think that.
That's funny.
And I've had people DM me that. Do you have to be a black belt to wear this stuff? I'm like, no.
I've had somebody ask me that before too. Mm-hmm. It's pretty funny. I thought I had something else. Oh yeah, we do. You know what? We're gonna fucking dive into this a little bit more. We talked about the Mario Lopez. We talked about the fucking Tom Hardy match.
PGF shared it. They're down. Submersive is in the DMs. They're down.
Mario Lopez shared it yesterday.
We got it. 3 out of 4.
Look,
the thing.
look. I'm gonna say this right now. We the last time we posted this, it was not the first time we talked about it, we actually reposted it at some point in time because we knew the clip did well. Mm-hmm. And Tom DeBlass, who has an affiliation with Tom Hardy, had responded in the comments. Tom's an older guy. He doesn't, he loves jiu-jitsu. He trains. He's got no, just let the guy train, let the guy be. And I get where Tom.
And I got that. But then 2 months later, we see Tom getting after it in a tournament.
Yeah. I get where DeBlass is coming from. I get it. I get it. But we're talking. I don't know if maybe the clip got to Tom Hardy at some point in time. He's like, I'm not really interested. You know what I mean? So then
he's had to have seen it.
But guys, I don't know these guys. I don't know if Tom Hardy's like a money guy. I think he seems relatively charitable from what I've read. And I don't know if Mario Lopez is like, yo, I need to get paid. You know what I mean? Or if Mario Lopez is charitable and he's just like, what if this was a charity match? What if this was a super fight and and then you get, we're going to give them 3 months to train for it. Like they can do a legit camp. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to line up with them not having other projects going on. Cause I know if you're filming for a movie, like that's consuming,
they're both busy. Yeah. They're both very busy.
So, but man, the movement on the clip that we talked about this last week and just how many people are like already speculating, like I used to train with Mario. I know, blah, blah, blah. He's so-and-so's going to have this advantage or, Tom's a little bit bigger. And
Tom's brother went to school with me and he said,
right. So it's like, but there's so many people that are just like, that are interested in seeing it. You know what I mean? Like I think it's such a cool matchup and there's not a lot of like celebrity skill martial arts matchups that seem to line up. You know what I mean?
They both train gi and no gi, so they could pick.
Right.
Everybody's like, well, Ashton Kutcher, what about him? I was like, no one wants to see it.
Right.
It's a different black belt.
Right. I think people are more interested because here's the thing: is that you never see Ashton Kutcher posting about his black or his training jiu-jitsu at all on his social media. You have never seen that, right? You every once in a while there will be a picture snapped with Higa Machado, and that somehow makes it to the internet. And then
also it's black belt versus purple belt. That's not gonna. Right. It would be hard to make that happen. And Ashton Kutcher's like 6'3". Their sizes don't match up.
Here's the thing. I don't know. The last time I checked Tom Hardy's IG was about a year ago. I'm gonna check it right now. But when I check
something million followers,
11.2, bro.
11.2. Sorry,
okay, so
backwards.
All right, so here we go.
Dyslexic.
It's movie, and then it's jiu-jitsu, movie, jiu-jitsu. Like all Tom posts is movie projects that he's working on and jiu-jitsu.
And to bring it full circle, what do you think Tom Hardy likes to talk about when he's just around his friends? Kenny? To bring it back to your first argument. What do you think?
His friends. You're saying his friends. What does he talk about in front of strangers?
Probably
not fucking jiu-jitsu, bro.
I bet you if you're talking to Tom, I bet you if you're talking to Tom Hardy and you're like, bring up jiu-jitsu, he'll fucking stop and talk to you rather than be like, hey, Venom.
If you bring it up, he's not just going up straight and be like, did you know I'm a purple belt?
No, I bet you he loves talking about it, Kenny.
That's what I'm talking about, though. It's the guys that just bring it up for no fucking reason. They're like, there'll be people having a conversation about, I don't know, the football game this week. And he's like, oh, yeah, the Raiders are great, which never is ever said at gathering.
You don't have to do that right now. That was unnecessary shit. You didn't have to really do that right now, Kenny.
By the way, I'm a purple belt. Did you guys know that?
Just because you're mad, you don't have to go fucking low on me. What the fuck?
Right. Yo, I'm a Raiders fan, too. We got to acknowledge the fact that our team doesn't get spoken about in a good light in public.
They're playing right now, and I'm not watching. Because I'm doing this because I want to be with you guys.
But yeah, back to the Tom Hardy thing. I think it's an interesting matchup. I think that people are very interested in it. I think it would be a good light on jiu-jitsu. I think that and they're different parts of Hollywood. You know what I mean? Where Mario Lopez was TV, and then he's in this like entertainment news channel and like really pop. Like Mario Lopez connects well with like the your TV watchers. You know what I mean? Whereas Tom, he's an actor's actor. He does a popular film, but then Tom will do like an indie film that he has a real interest in. You know what I mean? A character that if you look at some of his older movies, like no,
he's like a legit true actor. He'll cry. Yeah. He'll he'll do it. He's all that. He's got a lot of talent.
So they're different parts of Hollywood, and so I think that you're kind of all encompassing there. Plus, most people don't know this, but Tom was also a rapper. I wouldn't say a rapper, but an MC, a hip hop head, and did some side project stuff with a group called Czarface, which is, I think, 7L from 7L and Esoteric, or one of the two guys from 7L and Esoteric. Either which way, Tom, he has like these little like. He's a really interesting guy, in my opinion. Like, if I sat down with Tom, like, of course, I'm sure we would talk some jiu-jitsu, but I would totally bug him about like movies and hip hop and shit, because that's the shit that I connect with, and I'm just like,
he'd be like, oh man, movies, yeah, I was Venom, yeah, I was Bane.
those were the movies I would talk to him about.
Yeah, Reese Witherspoon is not as pretty as she looks on TV. He'd say shit like that. I just never been a fan of that lady visually.
Yeah.
My wife's like, she's so cute. I'm like, nah, you ever seen Cruel Intentions where she does this little thing with a little facial hair? Out, dude.
Done.
Get out of here. That grossed me out. Lost me.
I'm going to make my pitch right here, guys. Look, Tom, Mario, you've got a platform that most people in jiu-jitsu don't have. And the guys that we have representing jiu-jitsu on the highest level, they're love him or hate him guys. You guys are love him guys. Nobody fucking hates Mario Lopez. Nobody hates Tom Hardy. You guys are the darlings of like different spaces in Hollywood. people would flock to see this. We always talk about casuals being the key to taking jiu-jitsu to the next level. Casual watchers. This is what's going to bring casual watchers in. You have this at an event like a PGF. You're going to get steam to PGF. People are going to watch other matches and be like, damn, this was entertaining.
And it's a private event.
Yes.
Where you don't have to wait. It's hush hush. There's already celebrities in there. It's blood sport. It's quiet. You're not going to get mobbed.
Right.
You're going to see other jiu-jitsu influencers, and you're going to see that's in you and fucking both you guys. And that's it. You're not going to be overwhelmed with paparazzi. It's a hidden location.
And it's not, that's the thing too, is it's an event, but there's a limited amount of people there. So you don't have to worry about the nerves of foul. You know, it's not going to be. It's
a guest list with a fucking
the who's who
big ass dude not letting you in. Like it's a legit thing.
I think it could be very cool. I think it would be good for the sport. I think it would be good to kind of squash the thing that we always hear about celebrities in martial arts, celebrities in jiu-jitsu, the guys that I wouldn't say Moneyberg's a celebrity, but like there's an asterisk over Moneyberg because he's never competed. I know that Tom's competed. I'm fairly certain Mario has competed.
Yes.
Okay, so nobody's questioning the legitimacy of the belts that you guys are at. Like that's
because they've both been training for a fuck ton of time,
right.
and they're both
that's
still
the
purple
cool
belts.
thing is that people look at you guys and they're like, that's a good representation of jiu-jitsu on a celebrity scale. You know what I mean? Like we typically know that can be skewed, and I think that this would be an opportunity. One, I think it would be fun as hell for both of you. Like I think for each of you to take a camp and to have like a good matchup. And I think this is a good matchup. I feel like this is a good matchup. I feel like this is a fun fight. And when we talk about it with anybody, whether it be on the pod, off the pod, in the comments on the Instagram, people have such an interest in this match. And nobody is like, and it doesn't just fall like where everyone's like, dude, Tom's just going to run. You know what I mean? Nobody says that. There's a back and forth. There is actually, you got people that are in your camps, on your teams that are just like, this is who I choose and why, and arguing with other people about it, like how real sports should be. This is so good for jiu-jitsu, and it would just be so fucking cool for you guys to do it. And if there was a monetary thing involved and it needed to be, charitable,
the only thing that could hurt one of these guys is if one of them got put to sleep.
Yeah.
You don't want to see fucking Bane just.
But not, but not if it was legit, bro. Not if it was like if these guys were fucking out there and it was a dog fight. And that's you know what I mean. Somebody got that choke at the end. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone were going to go out. You know,
if they tap, they're good. Yeah. But if someone went out, like
yeah, okay,
and they're like, all of a sudden, AC Slater's getting his legs shaked. You know what I mean? And Zoltan's just in the background, fucking, you know what I mean? Yeah. That would be bad.
And see, this is the last part of it. If we could get this match to happen, and Matt and I, because nobody was talking about this matchup before this podcast. Nobody. I don't care who you are. You're a fucking liar. We're the first people to talk about this matchup, probably ever, definitely on the internet. So if it happens, we've got to be there. We've got to be there in some capacity.
Oh, we're
there or working or something, right? So whatever promoter sets us up, if you don't have your boys there, you suck all of the dicks. But a little part of me wants this to happen just because I know it would make a dream come true for my boy here. Because we know for a fact that if AC Slater is taking a fucking jiu-jitsu match, and guess who AC Slater best friend was on his fucking TV show, and guess who also fucking trains jiu-jitsu? He's gonna be there too.
Oh,
and now
dude,
Matt gets to meet Mario Lopez.
Oh, dude,
and fucking
come
Zach Morris.
On, dude.
Are you serious?
We can go watch Jesse dance at the fucking Happy Tuna Crazy Horse down the street, dude. I'd be fucking jacked if I get. Hey, your boy's a Saved by the Bell Mark, dude, from Adventures of Miss Bliss, all that. You know, I fucking get down with the Saved by the Bell. So yeah, for sure, dude. That'd be. You know who I'm cheering for?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I mean, I'm not, and I don't even like Gracie Baja. I mean, I don't hate Gracie Baja, but I'm not Gracie Baja. And I would be Team Baja on that one. Hey, ooh. all day.
You know, there's one more thing I wanted to discuss with you specifically, and it's not related to this topic whatsoever, but it is jiu-jitsu related. And so there's a video that I know you've seen, and it's been playing over the last couple of weeks in social media, and it's the one with Hodger coming back from retirement, and the picture they paint about the GOAT coming out of retirement and
Subbing Buchecha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he won that fight. But the first time they fought, it was a no sub. And if it was a point battle, Buchecha pretty much was doing very well in that fight. He would have won that easy. Second one, Hodger had the high grip on the back, stuffed the takedown, was able to take the back, got the choke. But like I said, just because, look, I would retire too if I was Hodger after that. Period. I've heard I have heard that they have trained after that privately many times. They're good friends. And I've asked people close in the circle how does training go, and people just said Buchecha had fun. So that's all I know. Secondly, you can't. It's like MMA math, right? Just because Rashad Evans knocked out Chuck Liddell does not mean he's better all time than Chuck Liddell. To win 12, 13, 14 world titles and go through a tournament style, that's hard to do in the gi. Okay. Now, the finish rate of Hodger, 78% finish rate in ADCC is also very, very hard to do. But when you're counting world titles, there's guys that Hodger's lost to that Buchecha's beat, and it's the MMA math. So I'm just going on resume, and I just think personally Buchecha's is a little better, but it's 1A, 1B. Hodger did sub him, took his back, subbed him. The last thing you saw, you can't argue that. But to me, when it comes to the math, I would give the slightest advantage to Buchecha. But I think when it comes to GOATs in any sports, those two are closer. It's not LeBron, Jordan. It's not close. Right. It's not. Everybody has their argument who they like. The other sports are not close, but Hodger, Buchecha is so fucking close, and you could literally say either. And I'm just not trying to play down the middle.
And same era.
Yes, and those are them. They're heavyweights. They're, you know what I mean? Like, right. It's hard to argue that. That's like, you say Hodger, I'm not going to disagree with you. You say Buchecha, I'm not going to disagree with you. But personally, I think just a little bit better resume for Buchecha.
I think I was going to initially say like, okay, both Rushmore candidates, but Rushmore's kind of a hard one because it's not like,
I don't think the traditional GOAT doesn't just go there. Impact of the
right
world goes there.
I think when you talk Rushmores, you've got to throw somebody, you know, like obviously nobody thinks that, I won't say nobody, but
Hoist is on the Rushmore.
Oh yeah, agreed. And but I'm going to even go further back. I'm going to say, you know, obviously you're going to have Haleo, and you're going to have Carlos, right?
Haleo's the first face. I as much as Carlos has made an impact in jiu-jitsu, Haleo's the one everybody knows. So you don't need them both. I think I'd go Haleo. I would go Hoist. I would go, who's made an impact in jiu-jitsu?
It's hard not to say Hickson, but given Henzo's impact on the respect on his name, when somebody, because you don't really hear there's a lot of Hickson black belts, you know what I mean? But when you hear that there are Henzo black, when you hear that so-and-so's a Henzo black belt, like that means a lot. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's a bad motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, and you know that when you think Hickson, you think Hickson. When you think Henzo, you think Henzo's lineage.
Yeah,
Gordon. Yeah.
When you think of the sons, besides Hoist, because he did the MMA jump, and that's just because he wasn't the best brother, but because he's the brother that I thought would make people believe jiu-jitsu would work because of his body frame.
Right.
When you think
he wasn't the most imposing looking.
When you think of Henzo and you think of Hickson, you still think of their dad. So that's why I don't think they should be on there.
Okay.
Now, Royce could be on there because of his MMA accomplishments, and he Americanized it. He made a change in jiu-jitsu. The other two spots have got to be off of what you've won. So you could put Hodger or Buchecha in the 3 spot. One of them. Pick one of them. And then in the 4 spot, it's got to be what's new now is no gi and what's changing the game in no gi. And I think as much as people want to say Gordon right away and what I think his window is too small. I think his health has cost him what he should be on there. So it's going to have to be, it's still open. It's still open for the debate. Who's going to take that 4th spot? I don't think the person has cemented themselves in that spot yet. Yeah, you can go Marcelo Garcia and all these guys pound for pound, and Andre Galvão, who's won a lot of ADCC and a lot of world titles in jiu-jitsu itself. Leandro Lo, who had such impact on the sport for his personality and the way he fought and his world titles. There's a lot of guys that you could put in that 4th spot, and I'm fine with any of them. But to be honest, I don't think that 4th space has been cemented yet. And I think when it does, it will be a no gi guy. And that's coming from a gi guy. And
I think it's going to be whoever takes jiu-jitsu to the whoever causes it to rocket ship next. That's why we've got Royce on there, because there is no UFC without Royce. There is no American jiu-jitsu, on the mainstream level. I don't mean American jiu-jitsu, literally American jiu-jitsu, but like what we know of the culture right now in America doesn't exist without Royce. So you got to have that kind of impact. So who's going to take jiu-jitsu from the level we know it at now and propel it to the next level?
And it doesn't necessarily need to be a great jiu-jitsu guy. I think that's what people get mixed up with the Mount Rushmore. It's like,
I agree,
best all time. It's impact.
Right.
That's what they're on there for. Like if BMAC made PGF super like America palatable for the regular folk and became like a real big time sport, he could be on there for what he brought to the game. You know what I mean? Like Eddie Bravo has maybe for what he's done could be on that 4th phase just from what he has created through the 10th planet system. Not so much on what you did. Lee Alvera, who was up like 40 something points on Bravo after he beat Hoyler, could be on there for what impact he's made on the sport. Tom DeBlass for what he's doing with bullies and all his stuff and like kind of crossing over to like main world stuff. Even Craig Jones, whatever they're in with
the CGI tournament and with what he's doing now, retiring from jiu-jitsu, leaving B team behind and going and trying to open all of these schools in these 3rd world countries where he's
philanthropy.
Trying to change a lot. Yeah. He's using
that could get you on there.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
The BJJ Balance Block Guys. Who's going to get you through the Tuesdays? These 2 fucking goons. We could be on there. Half my face, half your face. There's the clip. Mount Rushmore, and then both our faces split in jiu-jitsu. And that'll piss people off.
Oh, that's fucking great, dude.
We got questions.
We do. Okay, here we go.
We also have some in the comments. So when you all go to the comments part, and when you're ready for those, and then you just do the ones I sent you.
Okay. Joe Sloss. No, never mind. Not that person. Here we go. Here we go. This is the first question. Yeah. Soon to Barman. Soon to Barman.
Barham.
But I fucked your name up. Anyways, why did the House from Gilligan's Island pack so much luggage for a 3-hour tour? You said any fucking question, brother.
I did. Well, why did the House?
It's a good question.
Maybe what island were they going to?
It was a 3-hour tour. It's not even they're not supposed to go to one.
They knew, maybe deep down, the Howls knew it was going to wreck. They're avoiding tax evasion. They knew this thing was going down. They financed the ship.
Yeah, maybe they financed it going down. Maybe it was all a conspiracy for them to go
it's
missing.
A conspiracy. Go missing to avoid jail time. I'm running with
evasion?
that. Yeah. Thirsty, you son of a bitch.
Steve Deasy does it. Is okay to wear the tap everyone and leave shirt if I'm a white belt that doesn't tap anyone.
Yes, guys, I've been telling you this forever. Look, I get this DM a lot, and I'm like, man, I really fucked up with this shirt, didn't I? No, it's a mindset. It's a mindset. You go in there like you're going to fucking win. It's like rolling with someone no-gi. You don't know what the fuck they're going to bring to the table. Right. You roll way better that way. Tap everybody and leave. That's it. Or get tapped and leave. Whatever, dude. It's a fucking mindset. Yeah, you could wear it. For sure.
This is from JMavs858. This is a good question. He says, when is it frowned upon to change gyms? Any belt levels worse than others to switch at? I think it all depends on the culture of the gym. What are you leaving for? Are you leaving because you're moving? In which case, it doesn't matter what fucking belt you are. People move around all the time. Especially, military guys, things like that. It is what it is. It sucks, but it is what it is. Is it a shitty culture? Do you want to get a black belt from a gym that has a bad culture and then now you end up feeling like you're obligated to stay there because you're one of their black belts? No, you don't want to do that either, man. Even if you're a fucking brown belt, if your gym culture is trash, and it can change. You know what I mean? Hopefully by the time you're brown belt, like those kinks are worked out and, but if it's a bad culture, man, then get the fuck out. Doesn't matter what belt it is. That's just my opinion. I don't think your belt color matters.
You can do whatever you want. It's your life. Period.
Right. And you're paying for it.
And you're paying for your service. But I think once you get purple belt is an important belt for a professor to give you. Purple belt is your professor locking you in, be like, hey man, you're good at jiu-jitsu. Like you're doing the thing. Like, stick with me and I'll make you a black belt. I think after purple belt leaving, just because you don't like the gym no more, it's kind of sucky for the professor at that point because he's like, oh, what the, I gave him, why? Like, I know guys who took a belt and then went to another school right away. Like, don't accept the belt. Like, purple belt kind of means something for a professor, I would say. White belt, you could leave. You don't even know if you like jiu-jitsu or not. You're hurt. You're injured. Blue belts, you leave for a while. Like, you're just basically starting to like figure it out where stuff's at. So those are just, they're kind of like tryout belts. They're both novice belts. So leaving at those belts is fine. At white belt, I went to 1, 2, 3, 4 gyms because of professors' visas or whatever. So, but like once you get a purple belt, like you're like, that to me, maybe I'm old school, but to me that means like, it's an advanced belt, and this guy is like putting his time into me, and I want to make him proud. So, I think purple belt is, if there's a belt to switch, I would try to do it before purple. But you can do whatever you want.
Reckless _10p. Matt, what's your favorite purple belt Riz story? Also, my root can stay out of this answer, please.
Hey, man. The answer's your mom. It can stay in. No, I'm just joking. My favorite purple belt story. Now, I had a lot of stories. I had a lot of stories lined up to say here, and some of the names have been changed. And for what's that, Law and Order? Some of the names have been changed, so that someone gets in trouble for being a piece of shit. Some of the names have been changed, and I'm actually going to go back to an old story. It's over 20 years old, so there's nobody I'm currently training with now. Okay, as I take the glasses off because I can't see. When I was a white belt, I was training. And I still got to be kind of vague. I was training and we were all just sauced and young. And some of the guys were married. Some of the guys, we all had girlfriends. And we all basically, the energy was so intense in that gym with like purple energy, even though we were lower belts, but there was no black belts back then. So it was like 5 years of like just training. You know what I mean? One day, some of the guys hooked up with one of the other guy's wives, and And then that guy got mad and he hooked up with the other guy's wife. And then everybody started sleeping with each other's chicks, dude.
Jesus.
Okay. And the whole team exploded, like crumbled at the core because of women. We had a good team. We had a good thing going.
It's their fault.
We had a good thing going. But them freaking team barbecues, man, they'll get you every time, dude.
Roasting, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. And so, basically everybody started like hooking up with each other's wives. And I have way cooler stories. Kenny, I've told you a cool story this week.
Yeah.
I just can't tell you guys because it's like, guy code, it's too close. I can't. But man, there's way better stories, dude. Way better stories. I know stories about strippers and dudes biting strippers in their butt. And I know I got some crazy stories, but can't go there. Not going to. But yeah, white belt, Matt, could have been purple belt because of the time put in. Everybody was just sleeping with everybody's chicks, dude. And they were fighting and people were mad and dudes were crying. And then they'd get even by sleeping with their chick. And the other chick would be mad because she knew that her man slept with the other chick. And then the chicks would fight, but then she would hook up with the other chick. It was crazy, dude.
Wow.
Hemet, California, dude. Bonjour.
Like purple belt with a little bit of meth.
I think, I don't, yeah, man, whatever, dude.
Team
didn't last long.
Comment questions.
Comments. Okay, here we go. Got you. Let's go here. Boom. Where? Right here. Mark Legaction. Who had the best dish at your Thanksgiving? If you could choke someone unconscious from your school in front of their significant other or mom, who would it be? Go ahead. Who had the best dish at your Thanksgiving? Kenny was at Legoland, so probably the nachos.
There was no, I looked for nachos honestly, and I could not. There was no nachos that day. Pissed because I saw the nacho cheese dispenser. I like shitty fucking nachos, by the way.
Kenny loves gas station shit, dude.
Bro, gas station nachos, fucking hitters. The chips,
they do fucking hit. Gas station nachos hit hard, bro.
The chips can determine whether, because sometimes the chips are dry and they taste dusty. Mm-hmm. Then it ruins the whole thing. But if you got
the circular chips,
the Tostitos circle ones,
fucking bang, dude.
Good salt ratio, but the cheese, man. And they had the fucking pump behind the fucking counter there, and there were no, we don't have any nachos today. Pissed me off,
fuck,
bro.
Dude.
Literally ruined the next hour of my time waiting in line because I just wanted nachos and they didn't have any. Mad. Starbucks was the best dish of the day. I had a mocha frap and a coffee cake on the way home from Legoland, and it was fucking delish.
I've been eating
I said that as gay as possible.
I've been eating like shit, but Caleb at Starbucks knows how to get me right. I need a liberal making me coffee. Don't you? I do.
Mine was an old lady. It was a fucking, she was a grandma. She was super sweet.
If there's a dude named Brock making my coffee, that shit's going to suck. You know what I mean? I need like a Caleb, a Ryan, something, a Scout, a guy named Scout. You know what I mean? I need someone. I need the like funky mustache. Like I need that. Like they make better coffee. I don't need black coffee, dude.
It either needs to be a high estrogen male, or a
someone with like a moon tattoo. Yeah. My wife made good Thanksgiving. She killed it. My mom hosted, my wife helped with the turkey, and that's what she does, man. She's fucking phenomenal, that kind of stuff. So yeah, she made pretty much 90% of it. So shout out to Mrs. Vega. I ate like shit. I've been eating so bad. I had 2 cherry pies. And not the ones you get at the gas station, which also fucking smashed. But legit fucking cherry pies. Your boys tanked 2 of them. So are your boys fully off the rails? And vacation's just starting. I'm probably going to be 260 by the end of Friday.
Reel it back
and
in.
You could choke somebody out in front of their significant other or their mom. Who would it be in your school, Kenny? Go.
Gym?
Yeah, you got to choke someone out in front of their significant
Unconscious?
other. Unconscious. Just leave them twitching.
I don't know. There's nobody in my gym that I dislike like that, but I'm going to, just because it's funny and I like fucking with him all the time. And he's in Japan right now. James.
Bonjour, dude.
Yeah, the cop. He's my cop homie, Oceanside PD, and he fucking he's in Japan right now with his family, with his kids and his wife, and I wouldn't put him to sleep. It's from his mom. I've never met his mom. She's probably a sweet lady, but you're going to sleep in front of your mom, Jimmy. And I can't. I used to choke Jimmy all the time. I can't choke Jimmy anymore. Jimmy fucks me up now, man. He really learned some fucking pressure. So
if I could choke somebody unconscious in our school, it'd probably be Brandon Garst. You guys don't know who that is, but he talks a lot of shit. He talks a lot of shit, and he's the reason. He's the reason my lights are fucked up. Because I went to the group chat, and everybody goes in this group chat that we have for Team No Sleep, and they go, "Hey guys, anybody know a good guy for walking dogs? Anybody know somebody who knows how to like paint the backs of toothbrushes?" And everybody's like, "Yeah, call this guy, call this guy." It's like a Ask Jeeves, dude. People all hit everybody with the damn number. And the one time I go in there and be like, "Hey, anybody know anybody who hangs Christmas lights?" Garst goes in there and goes, "I'm a man. I'm doing that shit myself." And then hence my big ass now up the ladder because I took that as personal challenge. And now my lights are broken and I'm like going to be $800 in on these things. And he was supposed to fight Naeem hair versus fucking mustache and he popped the rib. We had to postpone that. So he's really fucking with my social media. He's fucking with my Christmas. I'm putting Garth to sleep. That's an easy one. But I love the guy. He's a good dude. I like him. But he can go night-night. I wouldn't do that in front of his kids, though. I've told you guys as many times, if I ever roll with anybody and you bring your kids or your wife in the watch, you're going to be a superstar. You're going to be a superstar. And they're going to be like, "Honey, oh my God, you rolled that black belt. You did so well." You know why? Because you know what gets my dick hard? Helping out my friends. Anyway, let's get next question. Why does it always reset? Bitch ass. All right, here we go. What from Ego Death, BJJ? Hell yeah. What side should the stripes be on when you finish tying your belt? Left or right? Left. Side of the heart, dude. That's the fucking way I've always was taught. Bar on the left. Does it really matter? I mean, that's just going to fall off regardless, but yeah, bar on the left. I still old school. I still put on the left. I still turn my back to my professor when I tie my belt. You don't have to do that. I just do. It's just muscle memory. But it's on the left.
Those are little things that I started doing. I'm not the bars on the left. I've always done that, but like particularly the time, like Jason has never asked us to turn around or not face him when doing it, but it's one of those things that you had mentioned. And you never said like, "Oh, you should be doing this." Like, it was just one of those things where like, I have reverence for my professor. And I was like, if I'm the only guy that does it, that's fine. And I'm not even going to mention why I'm doing it, but I have noticed that other people have actually followed my example. Or no, if maybe they heard as well, but other people have started doing it as well. I wouldn't say that I'm the first person to do it, but
you're also turning your back to the pictures behind your professor and shit. So I mean, it's like an old school thing. And a lot of people are like, "That's some beta bitch ass shit. I'm turning my back to no man." I'm not giving my back in class or in after class, but I just do it. I don't know. I just always have. Okay. I'm the questions guy. Sorry.
Yeah, you're the questions
I'm like
guy.
dropping the ball here. Dante Vegas, 5'6", 8'3". Do the bigs hate when the smalls pull guard? No, I'm like, this is easy work. Thank you. Why would you do that? Smash City's coming. Pull on me. Feel it, dude. You just want to feel it. Fine. You know what I love? I love when I put my hand in a holster like this and you guys shoot a triangle. You fucking idiots. Why would you do that? Why? I do that. You fucking little guys shoot a fucking triangle. That's a fucking, don't do that, you fucking morons. Why would you do that? Fucking easy pass, dude. Oh, I'm gonna shoot a triangle and a big eye. You fucking idiots. Thank you, Side Control. You're welcome. See you next round. Don't shoot triangles on fucking idiots, dude. Just shooting triangles on us. What the fuck? We don't have necks. You're gonna shoot a triangle, your little legs. Put your butt in the air. Gay shit, dude. Fucking thank you, Side Control. Fucking dumb, dude. Why would you do that?
Fuck. I can't wait to clip that. Oh,
you think of what I'm thinking, Kenny?
Aim for the bushes.
Aim for the bushes. My name is Matt at O Station BJJ. This is Kenny at Freak Party BJJ. Follow us on all our platforms. Facebook, YouTube, please. YouTube. Stop here. Go like it on YouTube. Spotify. We're everywhere. I post on TikTok. Kenny doesn't post on TikTok, but that's okay. We love him anyway. Buy a shirt from me, and I will throw a picture of Kenny in his tactical gear in the poly mailer. Enjoy yourself. Shout out to the future sponsors. Shout out to Blackside Customs for the sick ass knife. Shout out to everybody else, and everybody said, oh.